Hello and welcome to Replacement Player Baseball. Today, the Cubs are going for the sweep in Pittsburgh against the Pirates. The Cubs and Pirates have played 25 innings in the first two games. Hopefully, Game 3 is not a record-setting performance. The Cubs bullpen is definitely starting to look a little taxed here these last couple of days. Now, as we go to today's game, we're going to see the Cubs sending Aaron Nola out to the mound. And I see that we are, because Paradas is still diagnosis pending. So because of that, Ehire Adrianza is going to play third base. However, Danny Santana is going to get to play left. Adrianza is going to play third and bat eighth. And today is going to be Miguel Amaya's day to do some catching. Now, we're going to see Aaron Nola on the mound for start number 3. He has a 1-1 record with a 5.40 ERA and a 1.11 WHIP. Cubs lineup today is going to be Hoerner, Santana, Rizzo, Springer, Correa, Tauchman, Amaya, Adrianza, and the pitcher Nola batting ninth. On the Pirates side of the equation, Chris Stratton is making the mound. Today he is making his second start with an 0-1 record, an ERA of 14.73 and a WHIP of 2.45. So the Pirates lineup today will be Newman, Hayes, Reynolds, Bell, Polanco, Caratini, Heredia, Riddle, and the pitcher Stratton batting ninth. It is 42 degrees, a little warmer than yesterday, wind blowing out to center at 8 mph. And it is time to get this game underway as the sounds of the national anthem fade into the background. And we see that we have a little different perspective on today's game at the moment. And now, as we've made our way up to the press box, we see Nico Hoerner stepping up to the plate against the Pirates starter, righty Chris Stratton. As Hoerner is waiting for the first pitch, we see the Cubs, first place in the National League Central with a record of 6-2, facing the Pirates, who still carry that reciprocal record of 2-6. The Pirates have lost 4 out of 5 to Chicago so far this season. Now, as Hoerner stands in, he is waiting for the first pitch from Stratton, and there's a grounder past the first baseman in right field. That's going to be a leadoff single for Nico Hoerner. He will stop at first as the throw comes back into the cutoff man. And now Danny Santana is the batter. He will face Stratton with a runner on first and nobody out. Hoerner taking his lead over at first. And here's the pitch. And Santana lines that one into center field. That'll be another base hit. Hoerner hesitated, not knowing if the center fielder was going to run up on it and try to make a play. But Heredia plays it on a hop, and now the Cubs have the first 2 runners on base, and Rizzo is the batter. And we're going to look at getting the runners going here in the top of the first inning. First pitch, Rizzo's going to get to swing away. Let's see what happens. There is a changeup at 76. Oh my, I guess that was the pitch to run on. So Stratton now facing Rizzo with a 1-ball count. Here's the next pitch. And there is the fastball low, so it's 2-0. And now Stratton facing Rizzo, and we're going to send the runners on a double steal. Let's see what happens. Here's the pitch. The runners go. The throw goes down to third, the slide, and the runners are both safe. So the Cubs now have runners on second and third with nobody out, and Rizzo up at the plate. Rizzo waiting for the 2-1 pitch. And that is outside for ball 3. We're going to switch this over to 1-pitch mode. And now the 3-1 pitch. And Rizzo takes ball 4. So the bases are loaded with nobody out. Let's see if the Cubs can score before the 13th inning of this ball game. George Springer now is the batter. With nobody out, the bases loaded here in the top of the first inning. Full count pitch. And Springer takes strike 3 looking. He cannot believe it. A fastball right at the knees, and Springer strikes out looking. So now Correa is the batter. with one out and the bases still loaded. 2-1 is the count. Correa waiting for the pitch. And there's a pop-up on the infield. The infield fly rule is going to be invoked. And that is the second out of the inning. So the Cubs now have the bases loaded and 2 outs, and Mike Tauchman is the batter. Tauchman looking to come through in a big way here in the top of the first inning. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Tauchman waiting for the pitch. Here's the delivery. And a liner over the third baseman's head down the left field line. That's going to drive in a run. 1 run comes home. Second runner comes home. He slides and he is safe. And Tauchman with a clutch RBI single, giving the Cubs a 2-0 lead in the top of the first inning. Next up, Miguel Amaya with 2 outs and 2 men on. Stratton facing Amaya with a 2-0 count. And Amaya knocks that one into left. Medium depth, the left fielder getting under it, and that is going to end the inning. So the Cubs score twice, they strand 2, and take a 2-0 lead into the bottom of the first inning. Next up, Kevin Newman. Leading off for the Pirates in the bottom of the first against Aaron Nola. Here's a 1-ball count, and Nola looking to deliver the pitch. And there's a grounder to third. Picked up by Adrianza, thrown over to first. That's out number 1. Next up is Ke'Bryan Hayes. 1 out, nobody on. Here's a 1-1 count, and the pitch to Hayes. And there's a liner past the third baseman into left field. That is going to be a 1-out single as Hayes stops at first after a big turn. Reynolds now the batter. Hayes standing on first, 1 out, 1 man on. Here's an 0-2 pitch from Nola. And a pop-up in foul territory. The catcher, Amaya, gets out to make the play for out number 2. And now Josh Bell is the batter. 2 outs, 1 man on. Bell waiting for the full count pitch and a grounder to second. Horner has it. He throws over to first after a hesitation, and that'll end the inning. So the Pirates strand a runner. We're going to the top of the second of a 2-0 Cub lead. Adrianza going to lead off for the Cubs here in the top of the second inning, facing Stratton from the left side. Here's a 1-ball count and the pitch, and a pop up to right. Long run for the right fielder, coming in fast, and Polanco making the catch for out number 1. Aaron Nola now is the next batter for the Cubs. The pitcher facing the pitcher Stratton with 1 out and nobody on. Full count pitch, and Nola swings and misses for strike 3. So that is the second strikeout of the day for Chris Stratton, and it brings up Nico Hoerner. 2 outs, nobody on, 1 strike count. Hoerner lining that one toward the third baseman. The throw goes over to first, and that'll end the inning. So the Cubs go down in order. We go down to the bottom of the second of a 2-0 Cub lead. Nola facing Polanco here in the bottom of the second. First pitch from Nola, and a pop-up on the infield. The first baseman Rizzo coming in. However, Hoerner calls him off, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. Next up, Victor Caratini. 1 out and nobody on. 1-2 is the count. Caratini swinging and missing for strike 3. He chased one outside the zone. That was a fastball away, and Caratini could not hold up. First strikeout of the day for Nola, and it brings up Guillermo Heredia with 2 outs and nobody on. Full count pitch from Nola. Here is the stretch and the delivery. And a liner into center field. That's going all the way to the wall. Extra bases. Heredia rounding first, heading for second. The throw comes back into the cutoff man, and Heredia has a stand-up 2-out double. Springer got that back in quickly, or it may have been a triple. Next up is Riddle. 2 outs, 1 man on. Nola is going to have to solve Riddle to get out of this inning. Here's a 2-strike count, and there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. The big curveball provides the solution. And now we go to the top of the third, still 2-0 Cubs. Santana leading off for the Cubs here in the top of the third inning. Facing Stratton in a 2-0 ball game. Here's a 1-2 count. Santana waiting, and there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. Santana goes down swinging to start the inning. Next up, Anthony Rizzo. 1 out and nobody on. Rizzo waiting for the first pitch, and he'll ground that one up the middle. The shortstop on the shift was in perfect position. He throws to first, and that's out number 2. Springer now the batter. 2 outs and nobody on. Stratton facing Springer with a 1-ball count, and there's a grounder over to third. Hayes has it. He throws over to first and beats him out by a step to end the inning. So the Cubs go down in order. We go to the bottom of the third of a 2-0 Cub lead. The pitcher Stratton leading off against the pitcher Nola here in the bottom of the third. 1 strike count, Nola delivering the pitch. Ground ball to short. picked up and thrown over to first. That is going to be out number 1. Next up is Newman with 1 out. Base is empty. 1-2 is the count. Nola delivers the pitch. Liner right at Rizzo. He reaches out and grabs it. A nice play for out number 2. Good reflexes there by Anthony Rizzo. And now Ke'Bryan Hayes, the batter. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's the 1-strike pitch. And a liner down the right field line. That's going to be extra bases. Stopping. Oh, no, he stops at first. So the right fielder, Tauchman, gets it back in quickly and holds him to a single. I thought at first that was going to get by Tauchman and go all the way to the wall, but it did not. Tauchman did an excellent job of getting it cut off. So now Reynolds, the batter. 2 outs, runner on first. Here's a 2-2 pitch to Bryan Reynolds. And the grounder back toward the mound. Nola has it. He throws to first, and that will end the inning. So the Pirates stranding a runner. We go to the top of the 4th of a 2-0 Cub lead. Carlos Correa leading off for the Cubs in the top of the 4th. Here is the full count pitch as Stratton delivers. And a grounder right up the middle. That is going to be another base hit. Cubs have their 4th hit of the ball game. Correa on first with a leadoff single. And now Tauchman is the batter. Correa is not particularly fast. So Tauchman facing Stratton here. He's 1 for 1 with 2 RBIs in the game. There's nobody out and the runner on first. Tauchman waiting for the 3-0 pitch. Stratton delivering way inside. That is ball 4. Tauchman was diving out of the way of that one. So now the Cubs have runners on first and second with nobody out, and Miguel Amaya is the next batter. Amaya facing Stratton with a 3-1 count. Stratton delivers the pitch. And a liner up the middle. That is another base hit. Rounding third and heading home is the runner. The throw comes home. The runner is safe. No slide. He just touches the plate and keeps on running. So Correa scores the 3rd run of the ball game. And Amaya gets the RBI single. Eri Adrianza is now the next batter. Nobody out. Runners on first and second. Top of the 4th inning. And the Cubs looking to add to a 3-0 lead. And this may be a situation where we try to steal. So let's see what happens with the first pitch. That is going to be a slider in the dirt for ball 1. So now we're just going to try to steal third because Amaya is actually quite slow, but Tauchman can get this done. So let's see what happens. He goes, he hesitates and he stops, but it's ball 2. So that was a fastball. We're going to try one more time here. Steal third with a 2-0 count. This time the runner goes. Caratini does not attempt the throw. Oh, Tauchman is out. I did not even see the throw go down there. So Caratini throws out Tauchman at third on the steal attempt. So now Adrianza is batting with Amaya on first and 1 out. And here is the full count pitch. And he grounds that one to third. The throw goes to second, the relay to first, and that'll be a 5-4-3 double play. So the ground ball double play ends the inning. The Cubs did score a run. We go down to the bottom of the 4th of a 3-0 ball game. Nola facing Bell here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 2-2 count. Nola delivering the pitch. There's a liner into center field. Springer plays it on the hop, and that'll be a leadoff single for Josh Bell. Next up is Gregory Polanco. Nobody out, 1 man on. Polanco waiting for the first pitch, and he's going to pop that one up to right. Coming in fast is Tauchman. Short right field, he makes the catch for out number 1. So next up is Caratini. 1 out, 1 man on. Caratini waiting for the 0-2 pitch, and a strike 3 call right on the outside corner, and Nola records the strikeout for the 2nd out of the inning. That is his 3rd of the ball game. Next up is Heredia. 2 outs, 1 man on. 1 strike count, and the pitch to Heredia. And a liner past the third baseman into left field. That's another base hit. The throw goes down to third, and the Pirates now have 2 men on with 2 out, and J.D. Riddle is the next batter. He is 0 for 1 today. Facing Nola with the Pirates down by 3. Here's the first pitch to Riddle, and he pops this one up to center. Springer has a line on it. Moving to his right, he makes the catch for out number 3. So the Pirates strand 2. We're going to the top of the 5th of a 3-0 ball game. Stratton facing Nola, who's leading off for the Cubs in the top of the 5th inning. 2-2 count. And Stratton delivering the pitch. There's a grounder over to first. Bell has it. He steps on the base, and that is out number 1. Hoerner now the batter. He's 1 for 2 today. Facing Stratton with 1 out in the top of the 5th inning. Here comes the pitch. And a drive into left. That's going to be, a diving catch. Bryan Reynolds with a one-handed catch with his back to the infield, robbing Nico Hoerner of extra bases. So now 2 outs, nobody on, and Danny Santana is the next batter. Top of the 5th inning. Here's the first pitch to Santana. And there's a pop-up to left. This will be a lot more routine. Reynolds staying on his feet to make this catch for out number 3. So the Cubs going down in order. We go to the bottom of the 5th of a 3-0 Chicago lead. And the pitcher Stratton is going to lead off against the pitcher Nola here in the bottom of the 5th. 1 strike count, Nola delivering. Ground ball up the middle. Shortstop Correa has it, throwing over to first. That'll retire him easily for the first out of the inning. Next up is Kevin Newman. 1 out, nobody on. 2-2 count, Newman waiting for the pitch. There is strike 3 called. So that is the 4th strikeout of the game for Nola, and the 2nd out of the 5th inning. Hayes now the batter. 2 outs, nobody on. 2-2 count. Hayes waiting for the pitch, and a swing and a miss for strike 3. Nola punches him out to end the inning. That's 5 in the game for Aaron Nola. We go now to the top of the 6th of a 3-0 Cub lead. Stratton facing Rizzo in the top of the 6th inning. Here is the full count pitch to Rizzo, and that is ball 4 low. Rizzo takes his base. And now Springer is the next batter. Top of the 6th inning, runner on first, 2-1 count. Springer waiting, and a pop-up in foul territory. The first baseman Bell calls for it, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Next up, Carlos Correa. 1 out, 1 man on. Correa waiting for the first pitch, and he's going to pop that one up to right. Going down the right field line, Polanco reaches up and makes the catch for out number 2. And now Mike Tauchman is the batter. 2 outs, Rizzo on first. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Tauchman, and he's going to ground that one to second. The throw goes over to first, and that will end the inning. So 4-3 on the ground out, retires Tauchman. We go now to the bottom of the 6th of a 3-0 ball game. Nola facing Bryan Reynolds here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the 1 strike count and the pitch. And a grounder to second. Hoerner has it. He throws over to first. That's going to be out number 1. Next up is Josh Bell with 1 out and nobody on. 1-1 is the count. And Bell grounds it directly to first. This time Rizzo picks it up, steps on the base himself for out number 2. Polanco now the batter. 2 outs and nobody on. Nola working with a 2-0 count. And Polanco flies it into center. Coming in is Springer. He looks up and makes the catch to end the inning. So, 6 shutout innings for Aaron Nola. We go now to the top of the 7th of a 3-0 ball game. And Nola is due up 3rd in this half inning. Now, Nola has only thrown 76 pitches in this ball game. So we're going to go ahead and probably let him bat for himself. Amaya's going to lead off. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI. Top of the 7th inning, Cubs up by 3. Stratton, the pitcher, working with a 2-2 count. Here is the pitch to Amaya, and that is strike 3 called. So Amaya goes down looking, which brings up Ehire Adrianza. He's 0 for 2 today with 1 out, nobody on base. Here's a full count and the pitch, and that is outside. It is ball 4, so Adrianza draws the walk, which brings up the pitcher Nola. This is going to be a sacrifice situation. He's going to be asked to lay down the bunt, and he does. He bunts it over toward third. Third baseman has it, throws to first, and that is out number 2. The sacrifice is successful as Adrianza takes second, and now Nico Hoerner is the batter, and the Pirates are going to go to the bullpen. They're going to bring in Scott Alexander out of the bullpen. The lefty Alexander has thrown 3 innings, allowed 8 hits, 7 runs, 2 walks, and 1 strikeout in this season. Hoerner is 1 for 3 today. He will face Alexander with a runner in scoring position and 2 out in the top of the 7th inning. Here's a 2-strike count and the pitch to Nico Hoerner. And the grounder is past the second baseman into right field. Rounding third and heading home is Adrianza. The throw comes home, and Adrianza is safe. So he scores from second because he got a good jump right there. And Hoerner, getting the RBI single, gives the Cubs a 4-0 lead. Danny Santana now the batter, facing Alexander. 2 outs, 1 man on. Here is the 1-2 pitch to Danny Santana. And he's going to swing and miss for strike 3. So that will end the inning. The Cubs score again, taking a 4-0 lead into the bottom of the 7th inning. Victor Caratini is going to lead off against Aaron Nola here in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch to Caratini, and that is a grounder to first. Past the diving Rizzo and down the right field line. That's going to be a base hit. The throw goes to second, and Caratini, on a hustling play, is going to slide in safely to second with a leadoff double. Next up is Guillermo Heredia. Nobody out, 1 man on. Nola working with a 1-ball count. Here's the pitch. And a grounder. This time, Rizzo has it over at first. He steps on the base for the first out of the inning. The runner Caratini advancing to third, and it brings up Riddle. With 1 out, 1 man on. Pitcher's spot due up next. Here is the first pitch to Riddle. And a liner over the third baseman's head down the left field line. The Pirates are going to get their first run of this ball game, as Riddle gets the 1-out RBI single to make this a 4-1 ball game. Next up is the lefty Colin Moran. First man off the Pirates bench every single day. Moran facing Nola with 1 out and the runner on first. 1 run already in. Here's a 1-1 count, and Nola delivering the pitch. And a grounder to second. The throw goes to short, the relay to first, and there is a 4-6-3 double play to get us out of the inning. So 1 run scores, the Cubs take a 3-run lead into the top of the 8th inning. And now Nola, he's made his way up to 83 pitches. We're going to go ahead and send him back out for the 8th. However, he's probably going to be on a short leash. Hector Neuse is going to be the new pitcher for the Pirates. He's going to face Anthony Rizzo as his first opponent here in the top of the 8th inning. Neuse has thrown 5 2/3 innings, 8 hits, 5 runs, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, and a 7.94 ERA. Neuse working with a 1-1 count. The righty facing the lefty Rizzo. Here's the pitch. And a liner into the gap in left center field. Is that going to get by the center fielder? No. Heredia makes the leaping catch in left center field for the first out of the inning. So George Springer now the batter. 1 out and nobody on. Springer waiting for the first pitch from Hector Neuse. And there's a liner into center field. That'll get down for a base hit. Springer with the 1-out single, stopping at first, and it brings up Carlos Correa. 1 out, 1 man on. Top of the 8th inning. Correa waiting for the full count pitch. There's a pop-up on the infield. The first baseman, Bell, is going to be called off by the second baseman, Newman, who makes the catch for out number 2. And now Mike Tauchman's the batter. He's 1 for 2 today. Coming up from the left side against the righty Neuse here with 2 outs. Runner on first, top of the 8th inning. 2-strike count. And Tauchman grounds it to second. Newman has it. Throws to Bell at first, and that'll end the inning. So the Cubs strand a runner. They do not score. We're going to the bottom of the 8th of a 4-1 ball game. And Aaron Nola is going to face the top of the Pirates lineup in the bottom of the 8th inning. Kevin Newman will be the first batter. Nola working with a 2-strike count. Here's the pitch. Pop up, right center field. Springer heading over, calling off Tauchman, making the catch for out number 1. Next up, Ke'Bryan Hayes. 1 out and nobody on. Hayes waiting for the 2-1 pitch. And a pop up on the infield. This time the second baseman Hoerner calls for it, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Brian Reynolds now the batter. 2 outs and nobody on. Nola facing Reynolds with a 2-2 count. And there is a grounder to short. Correa has it. He throws over to first, and that will end the inning. So the Cubs retire the Pirates in order. We're going to the top of the 9th of a 4-1 ball game. Amaya facing Neuse here in the top of the 9th. Cubs up by 3. Looking for some insurance runs. The pitcher's spot due up 9th, so we're definitely going to see a pinch hitter. And let's see here. We're going to warm up Junior Fernandez, and we are going to warm up Blake Taylor, both to potentially pitch in the 9th inning. So, Amaya facing Noisy in the top of the 9th. Here's a 2-2 count and the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Amaya goes down swinging, and it'll bring up Erie Adrianza. The switch-hitting Adrianza is going to bat from the left side against the righty Noisy. He's 0 for 2 today. I wonder if we've got... Well, you know what? Because Jambrioni... Well, no, he can't really do it. I guess we don't really have any other great options at third base. So Adrianza's going to have to stay in the game. He's going to face Noisy with 1 out, nobody on, here in the top of the 9th inning. A full count pitch, Adrianza waiting, and there is a check swing, and he draws the walk. So ball 4 sends him down to first. Adrianza now on base, and Malik Smith is going to be the pinch hitter for the pitcher's spot. Malik Smith comes up. He's 2 for 6 with 2 RBIs on the season. Adrianza on first is definitely a threat to steal, and Noisy is not exactly fantastic at holding runners. So we're going to actually try to steal second on the first pitch. Adrianza taking off. There's Caratini's throw down to second, the slide, and he is out. Caratini's thrown out 2 base runners in this ball game. So Smith now batting with 2 outs and a 1-strike count. Here is the pitch. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 2. We'll switch this back over to 1-pitch mode. And now Smith facing Noisy with a 2-2 count. Here is the pitch to Malik Smith. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. So that will end the inning. We're going to the bottom of the 9th. It is a 4-1 Cub lead. Now, Blake Taylor is going to be brought in to pitch. He is going to face the first 2 batters, and then Junior Fernandez will be brought in after that. So Taylor is going to turn Bell around and have him bat from the right side. The lefty Taylor has thrown 3 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 3 strikeouts, and an ERA of 3. Taylor working in the bottom of the 9th in a 3-run ball game. Here's a 1-2 count. Taylor looking to deliver the pitch. And here it comes. And a grounder up the middle. That's going to be a leadoff single for Josh Bell. Taylor could not convert with the 2-strike count. And now Polanco is the batter. And we're going to get Fernandez back up. Yeah, he's got to be ready to come in. So Taylor now facing Polanco with nobody out and the runner on first. Cubs up by 3. Here's the first pitch to Polanco. And a pop up to right. Tauschman chasing toward the line. He gets under it to make the catch for out number 1. And now Fernandez is going to come in because he is going to face Caratini and Heredia. So Fernandez comes in. He has thrown 4 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts, and an ERA of 4.15. He inherits a runner on first with 1 out in the bottom of the 9th. And we are going to warm up Diaz in case if we need him to maybe just get 1 out and bail us out of this ball game potentially. So Fernandez now facing Caratini in the bottom of the 9th. Runner on first, full count. Junior Fernandez delivering the pitch. And here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Fernandez strikes out Caratini. And now Heredia is the batter as the Pirates are down to their final out. 2 outs, 1 man on. 1 strike count. Fernandez delivers the pitch. And there's a liner down the left field line. That is going to be extra bases. Is this going to drive in the run? The throw comes back into the cutoff man. The runner rounds third and stops. That'll be a 2-out double as Bell moves up to third, and now the Pirates have the potential tying run coming up to the plate. J.D. Riddle. So, Fernandez is not... Oh, am I going to have Fernandez face Riddle? Yes, I am. If we get to Diaz, or if we get to the next batter, then Diaz will face the pinch hitter. So Fernandez is going to get a chance to get out of this game. He's faced two Well, you know what? Diaz is actually ready. We're just going to go ahead and bring him in, because what we really need is a strikeout to end this game. So Diaz comes in to pitch. He is going to face Riddle with 2 outs, 2 men on in the bottom of the 9th inning. Diaz looking to get the final out of this ball game and get the Cubs the victory. Diaz working with a 1-2 count. And here is the pitch. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 3, and Diaz ends the game on a flourish. So the Cubs win the game 4-1. Cubs get 4 runs on 7 hits with no errors. The Pirates 1 run on 9 hits with no errors. The Cubs, Aaron Nola, goes to 2-1. He threw 8 innings of 7-hit, 1-run baseball with 5 strikeouts. And then Taylor, Fernandez, and Diaz each got 1 out in the 9th inning, as the Cub bullpen worked together, and Diaz earned his 4th save of the season. Chris Stratton for the Pirates drops to 0-2. He threw 6 2/3 of 5-hit, 4-run baseball with 4 walks and 4 strikeouts. The pitcher of the day, the player of the day, is the pitcher Aaron Nola, as he records the win and improves to 2-1. The Cubs continue their hot streak as they improve to 7-2 on the season and complete the 3-game sweep of the Pirates, who dropped to 2-7. Thank you for watching Replacement Player Baseball.